Hey everyone, and welcome to TMNT's Speak Nerdy to Me, where we give you our favorite newsworthy things of the week. I am Kaori, and to my left is...
Hey everybody, it's Ann Campea.
And we are going to talk about the fun tech geek news stuff for the week of March 4th, 2014.
Awesome.
All right, so first let's talk about some movie releases or movie news that we would like to mention. Starting with this week, this Friday is 300 Rise of an Empire. It stars Sullivan Stapleton, Eva Green, and Lena Headey. Very excited about this movie. Long awaited since the original 300 that came out in 2007, and the trailer itself looks like a movie in itself. So I am extremely amped. My voice is dying, so I'm going to pass it to Anne.
I will take it as the tagged in team of Team Amazing. I am also looking forward to this 300 Rise of an Empire. I am a big fan of Rodrigo Santoro, who played Xerxes in the first 300. I think he looks badass in this character, and I love seeing him in full form. So I'm looking forward to that. But obviously, I think for most of us, we're definitely looking forward to just the visual effect that 300 has had on me, and I'm sure on everybody else. I thought the first one was so beautiful. It was so well done. It was something like we've never seen before. A lot of really cool action scenes. So I'm hoping that it lives up to how the first one was. And I'm really looking forward to it, too.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. 100%. The visuals, you got to watch it in IMAX with all the sound, everything. And in 2007, it was just epically amazing.
2007?
It was in 2007.
Wow, I can't believe it's been that long.
So I can't imagine.
That's insane.
7 years later, with the up in our tech and just the visual possibilities of what it's going to look like now. So
expectations are up here, you guys.
I mean,
Let's hope.
I'm thinking the storyline is going to be good because I do love that Greek mythology stuff. I'm fascinated by all that stuff. And add to that, a great cast and just this highly anticipated movie. I'm just so excited. And I think Anne has a book that she wants to bust out.
Yes, I do. Thanks for pointing that out.
Absolutely.
We just received this at the Campea domain. 300 Rise of an Empire, the art of the film. We don't want to look through it because I feel like it's going to give some story away or whatever, but I'm definitely looking forward to flipping through this book after seeing the movie this weekend.
Yeah, so we're going to hold on to that book. Don't use it as a mouse pad.
I might have to right now.
But yeah, 300 this Friday. Check it out and let us know what you thought because we'll tell you what we thought. Next movie that we want to talk about is Nonstop. This movie came out last Friday, and it killed at the box office this past weekend. Sure, Liam Neeson, absolutely. I mean, me and Anne are huge Liam Neeson fans. Lupita Nyong'o's in it, Michelle Dockery, and Julianne Moore. It's a pretty solid, stacked female cast with Liam Neeson leading the way.
Lupita, the Oscar-winning Lupita, which we'll get to, I'm sure, in a minute. But yes, it's Liam Neeson. Who else would... I mean, okay, I haven't seen it yet. I was a little bit busy, but I will be one of those people that will see this movie. I know before the movie came out, a lot of people were skeptical because of the trailer and because of this particular scene in the trailer where he's flying inside of an airplane shooting a gun. But that is actually the shot in the trailer that hooked me into wanting to see the movie. So for Kaori, who actually has seen the movie, who I've really promised to me to not spoil anything because I'm still looking forward to seeing it, I've heard very good things about it. That's all I know.
It has just, if you're a Liam Neeson fan, you're gonna like it. If you like action, you are going to like it. And that picture that you showed, that you said that's the one that got you hooked, that's actually, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the most important moment in the whole movie. So they gave you a really nice picture right there. And you are never going to guess who is the main antagonist in this movie, because the whole entire time I was thinking, okay, it's this person, that person, this person. No, don't worry, I'm not going to say anything. But it was that person, okay? And that's about it. Go see it. And again, tell us what you thought. And Anne, let us know when you see it.
I will definitely.
So there have also been some trailers that we want to talk about. First off is the Transformers 4. I mean, is that really what it's considered, I guess?
It's 4.
Michael Bay's Transformers 4 trailer just dropped a couple hours ago with Mark Wahlberg as a star. Yeah, it was a pretty intense trailer. I wasn't, at the beginning, I was like, oh man, typical Michael Bay, putting a hot chick on a farm in heels. I don't know why, and she's just vivaciously hot, and yet, okay, whatever. But that's not the point. The point was...
I do find it hard to believe that that's supposed to be
his
Mark
daughter?
Wahlberg's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I totally see them dating.
Yeah.
I could see that dynamic in just the way they look, but let's talk about the trailer.
Yeah, and then she starts saying dad, so you're like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. But yeah, other than that, the trailer's great. I actually really liked it. I don't think it was phenomenal per se, but it did catch my attention, and well, obviously, and I'm gonna watch it. Michael Bay, I have very mixed feelings about you, but I always gravitate towards your movies. So I hope you prove me happy.
But did we see Dinobots in that trailer? I mean, what's happening there? That seemed pretty cool towards the end of the trailer with, I think it was Optimus Prime sawing that dinosaur robot in half.
I love me some Optimus Prime. Anytime there's Optimus Prime, it's like, okay, it's okay. As long as you do him right, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the trailer had all the qualities that I loved in seeing the first trailer to the first Transformers, right? Mm-hmm. It sets it up almost similarly to, you know, I even see Megan Fox, like, I'm not a fan of Megan Fox, but I feel like I've seen that before. Like the very first part of that trailer feels like I've seen it before in another trailer for Transformers. And that's not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing. I actually like that it has a lot of the qualities. It's sharing a lot of the qualities that I loved in the first movie. And I'm looking forward to it.
I agree. You hit head on nail. That's kind of what it felt like watching this trailer. Almost kind of felt like it was a reboot. Nearly,
which is why you're questioning that it's 4, right? Because it did exactly.
I almost like, was this a prequel? But I don't think it is, because he knew there was Transformers. They're already looking for Optimus Prime. You know, the Decepticons are out there. Everything's visual. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. And the final trailer that we want to mention is actually going to be released during the Captain America Winter Soldier movie. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, again by Michael Bay, and that will be playing alongside Captain America 2 when it is in theaters. That's all we get, but I want to see it.
Can't wait to see it.
Yes, and that comes out in April, and the movie comes out in August, 1 week after the Guardians of the Galaxy. So we are in for a lot of entertaining moments. Whether the movies end up being good or bad, that's a different story, but they will be entertaining, I think, along with X-Men. Just so many movies coming along.
I think it's very smart for them to put this TMNT trailer right in front of Captain America, because it's the same audience. Mm-hmm. They're targeting the same exact people who are going out to see Captain America. Are probably, I'll put money on the fact that these are the same people that are going to want to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Safe bet.
So, very smart putting this ahead of that. And also, Captain America, just so everyone knows, because this is very important, listen up. Captain America comes out 2 days after my birthday, just so you guys know. Take note of that, please. Take note of that.
So the big trailer before Captain America is Ann Campea's birthday party.
Yes. Yeah. I was about to say, that's not my present, right? I'm getting something real, right? No,
you get something phenomenal. All right, so that kind of wraps up our quick movie news, but we have some gossip, and In this gossip segment, we want to talk about the Oscars
Of course.
because a lot of things happened at the Oscars. Ellen hosted. How did you think she did, by the way?
Ooh, you flipped to me first.
I did.
I have some notes here. I think that Ellen was boring. Kaori and I were watching it together, and as we were watching it, I kept saying, I think I said it 3 or 4 times, this feels really disjointed. Like as if they just didn't have a script. They said, Ellen, just go out there whenever you want. Whenever we tell you to go out there, just go and do something. That's how it felt. There are even times where I don't even think it was planned that she came out to the center stage late, or that as if like somebody pushed her out from the backstage. So it just felt, maybe to some it felt natural, but to me it just felt really disjointed, unrehearsed, and I felt like there was no flow to the actual show. She did have some good jokes. I think the opening monologue was okay. I wasn't disappointed by that, but like I said, I think compared to other hosts, I don't know how maybe she'd be in the middle for me.
Okay. For me, I thought I am an Ellen fan. I find her sense of humor great, and she's a funny comedian. The beginning was great. I thought she had a lot of funny things to say. I felt a little bad for Liza Minnelli when she called her sir, because Liza Minnelli's had a tough time. But yeah, towards the end, her jokes started to simmer. She wasn't as funny. I don't think a lot of people caught her jokes towards the end. There was a lot of just quiet moments, especially when she was cutting to commercial break. Little by little, it just seemed like everything was kind of falling apart with her. So she disappointed me a little as an Oscar host her second time around. And so there are rumors, very small rumors, that she might be asked to do the third time. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh.
Rumors. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just like...
Kevin Spacey, please.
Question mark. Yes, Kevin Spacey.
Please.
Or
please.
Anne's proposal, which is all awesome, is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes, that would be so killer.
I like
either
that
one
idea.
Of those. Let's campaign now. Let's get the momentum going, you people.
There are 2 things that Ellen did that were quite original and left its mark in the internet world. Was one, she ordered pizza from actually the Campea's household's favorite pizza place, Big Mamas and Papas.
Yeah.
Scoring them like the best advertising commercial ever.
Huge.
And I think that was probably the funniest / best thing Ellen did on the show.
I think so. It was the most memorable for sure.
Yes.
People are still talking about that today. I'm trying to figure out where the Mamas and Papas Pizza is. That's near the Dolby Theater.
I think they have a couple in Hollywood.
Okay.
I think TMZ was there. As TMZ could be.
You were here. We were waiting for our pizza, and it felt like it actually took longer because we actually ordered Mamas and Papas before this bit happened on TV. So we were all blaming the fact that Ellen ordered the pizza that was slowing down the delivery of our pizza. But kind of cool to see a local pizza joint get some praise in this.
I like that. And TMZ reported that Ellen got $300 in tips in Pharrell's hat, and the delivery boy never got it.
No.
He was already gone by then. Can you believe that kind of tip?
What?
But it's okay.
Well, they can tweet him because apparently there's also a Oscars delivery man
I
Twitter.
know. That's so great.
Crazy.
Gosh. One of the other things that Ellen did that was most notable was the infamous selfie that got retweeted so many times that it beat the record for most retweets, which the previous one was Obama's winning campaign hug with Michelle in 2012.
Yeah.
That's a funny selfie because you have a lot of people putting their faces over Bradley Cooper's. You've got the Simpsons one. There's a lot of retweets. It's cute.
And I have to say, I saw the behind the selfie. Did you see the picture that was somebody actually took of their backs as they were taking the selfie? Because poor Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
Not only did she get called a sir in the opening monologue,
She tried to make
she tried to make the selfie and she was just a little bit too short. I think she was ducking behind Channing or something. She just couldn't make it. Poor
Such
thing.
a shame.
Which reminds me, we should probably take one ourselves, right? You know, with my Samsung phone, which I also heard that Ellen, they're donating money to a charity because Ellen was using a Samsung phone, and so Samsung's donating money to 2 charities of Ellen's choice.
Well, and Samsung, what brought to you by Samsung was the Oscar thing anyway. So,
Very cool.
Ellen probably has more than one phone. Just saying. But okay, so let's get to our 6 favorite categories of the winners, right? So we had Best Picture, 12 Years, which Ann and I predicted. I'm happy they won. Plan B is doing great. Go Brad Pitt.
Yes. Go everyone that was involved in this film.
Yeah, I really like this movie, and I highly recommend it. And I'm really happy that they won.
Yes.
It's a good movie. And
go ahead.
No, just go ahead.
I was just going to say, considering the fact that Chiwetel didn't get the Best Actor award, it was a little bit satisfying to at least see the movie get the Best Film award.
Yeah, and Chiwetel Ejiofor, which Ann and I both thought was going to win, didn't win. Matthew McConaughey came in for the Golden Oscar guy. He deserved it as well. He did a really good job in Dallas Buyers Club. My only thing, and don't kill me for this, is that a lot of times I feel that Matthew McConaughey has played this type of character. I know he's lost a huge amount of weight for this role, but character-wise, he's played, a hick, for lack of better words, a lot of times. And it wasn't necessarily his best performance, his best transformation, yes, absolutely. But regardless of all that, Matthew McConaughey has been kind of like in the radar for Hollywood and just been an underdog for so long, and he finally got something that he deserves. So I am happy for him.
And not to mention I'm also happy for Matthew. I think it was just his year. If you could vote on a compilation of somebody's work for the year, I think he would have definitely won.
Yeah,
obviously, but that's not the way it works. You vote on the role in a certain film, and it was so neck and neck for me. The only one that I knew wouldn't get it, and unfortunately I felt really, really bad for him again, is Leo DiCaprio, just because I, like everybody else, am waiting for him to have that moment of his own in his career, because I feel like he is just the one that we know is working for that.
Yep.
That's what his career has been about. And unfortunately, every year that, he's been nominated or recognized, there's just somebody better. Something
falls short. I mean, let's be fair. This category was so stacked. Never seen something so heavy. I've never seen the category so heavy. Cate Blanchett won Best Actress. Well deserved. Yeah, and she made a great speech. A very empowering speech.
God, all the speeches, all of them. Lupita's speech, Jared Leto's speech. All of them I thought were amazing.
Yeah, let's talk about Jared Leto and Lupita for Best Supporting Actors. Jared Leto, deserved. What do you think?
Yeah, deserved, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
There was no question about it.
And apparently, rumors has it that he is going to step away from acting again and focus on 30 Seconds to Mars and possibly go back on tour with them.
Ooh, you know what? Do your thing.
I know.
Rockstar, whatever. Jared, you can do no wrong.
Isn't that amazing, though? He, stopped acting for a little bit.
Yeah.
Toured with his band. Came back
6
to acting.
years.
Yeah. Came back. Won an Oscar and Golden Globe and, swept the Academy Awards. The awards season.
Yeah.
And now he's like, all right, I'm going to be a musician again. Ugh.
And then there's rumors flying around that he's dating Lupita. It's like, all right, cool. You know, he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. And then we've got Lupita Nyong'o, our, the it girl of Hollywood right now. She just came out of nowhere, and she looks magical all the time. And I love the line that she said during her winning speech. And now I forgot it. Something about...
your dreams are valid.
Yes, your dreams are valid. It doesn't matter where you came from. Your dreams are valid. And she's proof of that. I mean, wow. Congratulations.
Beautiful. And you know what? A coworker of mine, she was asking about how the awards went because she's not an Oscar watcher, even though these awards I heard were the highest rated awards in a very, very long time. I think 43 million viewers or something. But she asked me how they went, and I said, do yourself a favor. Don't go back and watch the whole show, but just go back and watch all of the acceptance speeches from the best supporting actor and actress, from the best actor, actress, and then for the best film. Because those are some of the most phenomenal speeches. All of them had a message. All of them had a story. They're some of the best I've ever heard. And nobody seemed to feel uncomfortable up there.
Yeah,
right?
You're right. You're right. That's a really, really good point. And that is actually a very good way of watching this year's Academy Awards. And finally, Alfonso Cuarón won Best Director.
Which we picked.
Understood. Gravity. Yes.
Isn't he? He's working on NBC Believe, right?
Yes, he is working on NBC
that's kind of
Believe.
cool too. Now just knowing that Alfonso won the award makes me want to see the show even more. But.
I think he's directing the pilot, but he is writing for a lot of the other episodes tying into that. Okay. So let's talk real quick about the best and worst dresses. Let's start with the worst, right?
Sure.
All right.
We've got...
Okay, Bette Midler in Reem Acra. What the heck is this? I'm not feeling it, Anne. Uh-oh. Do you like it?
It's not terrible.
All right.
But it's not great on her either. So I
it's not the most flattering. It's too... I feel like that red, it was too drastic compared to her skin/dress/hair tone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The same things. That just doesn't match her skin tone. Looks like she's going to church or something. All right.
All right. Next one is Julia Roberts. Let's do her first. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Verly Betnies. And I don't know what this dress is.
I'm still staring at
Apparently she is...
What is that?
Really beautiful, and she has a beautiful body, but critics are saying, what is that dress? And I agree.
Yeah.
Looks like a black velvet potato sack or something.
Looks like something I'd wear when I know we're going to the buffet or something. It's hiding everything, you know?
That's so funny. I'm going buffet,
it's true.
Let me wear my buffet dress.
Yeah, let me wear my loose-fitting clothes. All right.
All right. And last one, yes. For me, Julia Roberts in this Givenchy.
For sure.
She's done so much better in the past.
Look at her face. She's so beautiful. And then she's wearing a dress that looks like she's going to a funeral.
Yeah, exactly. And granted, the picture we picked, she looks a little constipated, and that wasn't the most flattering, but not the best. All right. Next one are our three best dressed. Kate Blanchett.
Oh, yeah.
And I forget who's beautiful. Her designer there, but I really like that. Oh, Armani.
Oh, that's gorgeous. It looks like the dress is just a part of her.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking, Galadriel.
Yes.
Galadriel. She looks so good.
Yes.
And then we got, for me, at first, I didn't like this dress. I think Anne didn't like it at first. Oh, not this one. But we'll talk about this one first then. Charlize Theron in Dior.
Yeah.
She looks so good.
When does she not, though?
I know. She just... life is unfair.
I know.
Okay, now this is the dress we were talking about.
Yes.
The Lupita Nyong'o's in Prada. I initially didn't like this dress, but it grew on me very quickly, and she looks really good on it.
The pictures are beautiful. And even we talked about it when she came out. Like, even I said, oh, it's just so subtle. I've seen her in better, because I'm still pining over that red cape dress that she wore, I think, to the Globes. But the more pictures I see of this and the more interviews I see her in wearing this, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous dress for a gorgeous person.
Yep. All right. So let's bring in some tech stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, before we get to that.
Yes.
Let's talk about very quickly our appearance at the Oscars.
And Wakame, our mascot.
Yes. We just wanted to make sure you guys saw that we are with Zac Efron always. Flub, no flub, whatever.
Anytime, anywhere, with or without makeup, we are there. Zac Efron, we
Call
heard
us,
you.
please. Okay.
Call us. Yes.
Now to the tech stuff.
Okay. So now you got me in dream world. No, I'm just kidding. And I want you to talk about the fact that Android beat Apple tablet sales last year.
I love this graphic you pulled, by the way. That is so kick-ass.
And I love it because you're an Android girl and I'm an
Yeah.
Apple girl. So that's me and you right there.
I love it.
And you kicked my ass last year.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think I read that the iPad actually still sold the most, but it was just the share of the entire tablet market that Android actually ended up taking over. So the fact that, that Apple lost about 15% of the share of the market says a lot about, one, that Android is putting out some really kick-ass stuff, which that's the only reason why I wanted to bring out my tablet, because it runs obviously on Android. But I think it's also showing that the market's demand is for something that is either more portable, definitely cheaper, and some of the people are starting to not maybe care so much that they have an iPad. They just want a tablet. So for all those factors, I can see why Android would be taking over the market. And they, don't get me wrong, they're putting out some beautiful, beautiful tech. But I also think that knowing this, perhaps in this next year, Apple will start to consider those demands of the public,
Well, also the Android it tends to be more customizable than the iPhone, the Apple products. Well, that goes along with the Galaxy versus the iPhone, and also it's a lot more affordable.
It is. When it comes down to it, I really do think it's just the price.
Yeah, I think the price is a huge factor, unless you are huge. You have huge brand loyalty towards Apple, which I kind of developed within the past couple of years. Okay, and now another thing that is not came out yet, but is coming out, is the Yoshi 3DS XL for Nintendo. It's a green Yoshi themed 3DS XL, if you haven't seen. And it's also going to launch alongside Yoshi's New Island on March 14th. Really excited about this. If you turn the 3DS around, I think it has the little Yoshi eggs.
Oh,
So
cute.
Yoshi.
So cute. I'm looking forward to this game. I remember playing Yoshi's Island.
Yep.
And having the little baby Mario and the baby Luigi. So cute.
I think I've said this in previous videos. If you are going to get a Nintendo product, get the 3DS XL. It's great. It has a lot of good games on it. It's portable. The screen's big. Go get it. All right. Okay, so now we talked about the Yoshi thing. We are going to go deeper into video games. Anne just finished playing The Room 2, and she wants to tell you how she felt.
Yes. Room 2. As you all know, I was very much addicted to the first Room, which came out, I think, over a year ago. So I've been waiting for this game to come out for quite some time. I'm one of those horrible, horrible people that will purchase the game and play it until I beat it. So for The Room 2, it was approximately 4 hours of gameplay for me to get through, I think, 6 different rooms. I have to say, I found an article that was from The Guardian online, and I think they described it beautifully. They talk about the room as, and they compare it to putting IKEA furniture together. That's how it feels. Because for those that like to play The Room or The Room 2, you're the type of person that likes to have the gratification of seeing where your work is going, if that makes sense. So like IKEA furniture, when you're putting the leg into the table or whatever and you hear the click, you know that it's in the right place. Whereas when you're playing The Room 2, when you're unlocking a certain part of the room, and you know that you've unlocked something to move on to the next level. It's like that click that you get when you're putting together IKEA furniture. And so I thought that was the perfect analogy. For the room 2, I think the price is on point. I think it's $2.99. Kaori just said that it's on sale right now for 99 cents. The sounds and the graphics are still on point for this game, genuinely creepy. I still think it's one of the best looking gaming apps that I've ever seen. My one downfall, though, is that the storyline is a little bit disjointed in the room 2. They do take the character of AS into the room 2, but it was very hard for me to follow this story as opposed to playing the first one. I don't know if it's because they were rushed to put a story together or what, but I just felt like it didn't flow as well as I had expected it to. The actual puzzles in the game, though, were great. They've actually expanded the room so that you're not only unlocking one box and going through one box, but there's several things in a room that you're actually doing things to that will eventually culminate into something, if that makes sense. So they're actually taking use of the name The Room and actually embodying that in the way you're playing the game. So for that, I enjoyed it. I would say if you played the first room and you enjoyed it, definitely get the second room. Don't do what I do and play for 4 hours. Try to stretch it out as long as you can, because I'm sure it's going to be a while until we see another version of The Room.
But if you do play like she does, binge playing, I do the same thing. That's okay, because there's plenty of games that you can play while you wait for the next room, including Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 2, that just got released today for a lot of platforms. My particular platform, the iOS on the iPad, it's going to be released either tomorrow or Thursday. Very excited about this because I'm not going to spoil anything, but Clementine has grown up. She's surrounded by adults, but she listens to nobody. She's making her own decisions, and it's a whole new group of people. They had awesome trailers, so I cannot wait to play A House Divided. That's the name of the next episode, and I will tell you what I thought of it. But go get it and let me know what you think as well. And another game that came out today and Anne just bought, and I have to go home and buy instead of going to the gym, bad me, South Park, Stick of Truth. I laugh because John Campea keeps calling it Stick of
Destiny.
What? Stick of Destiny.
The Stick of Destiny. It makes it sound more like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah. So I watched her alongside while she was playing the first maybe 15 minutes of it. The game's pretty cool.
I could sense Kaori wanted to like knock me over and take the controller out of my hand.
There were some moments I was like, okay, do this. Sorry.
I know. We've actually never gamed together, so it's kind of funny to hear you as I was, because I am not a gamer compared to Kaori. I play games when, maybe once every other week or something, and not for as long as she does. So the fact that I have this expert gamer in the room and I'm like here, like, what button do I push again? No. Is it the green one or is it the X? And she's like, push the X, push it fast. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry,
I'm very nice.
I feel bad.
No. It was, and the game looks really fun, and
It's funny.
I don't want to give it away, but so funny.
Yeah. So
funny. And already in the past 15 minutes that we witnessed, it just had, again, humor. Mm-hmm. It was like you're watching the cartoon, but you're part of it. And I think it's going to just, already has so much, it's going to just develop into something a lot more entertaining. So I am already going to predict that it's going to be a really, really cool game. And the last game that I want to mention for tonight is Batman Arkham Knight. The trailer was released today, and Rocksteady is going to take over this game now, and I'm so excited because the Arkham series on the game consoles have been one of my favorite series ever, and WB Montreal took over for the last one, which was Arkham Origins. They did a great job, but I'm so glad that Rocksteady is taking over again. And now I'm like, man, it's time for me to buy a PS4. Now it's time for me to upgrade to the new generation console. So we've got Arkham City. Oh, I'm just reading. It says Arkham Knight takes place in a much larger Gotham City, wider streets, and there's going to be a Batmobile that you can control, which is amazing. Penguin, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, and Scarecrow. And that's just like the first tidbits we're getting right now because it's going to be released later on this year. And you can check more of that in the April issue of Game Informer. So I'm really excited about this this video game. I love the Arkham. See, I can't even speak. The Arkham series so much.
Well, the fact that it's the game for you that is going to get you to buy a PS4 says a lot about the game.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah.
So it looked great. I saw the trailer. It looks really good. It looks like a movie.
It does. It looks like a movie. So excuse me, guys. I can't speak when I get excited. But okay. Now let's talk about real quick wrestling because Aaron Paul was on Raw yesterday.
Yeah, bitch.
Alongside Dolph Ziggler. And he did a good job. The crowd was happy with him. And they were in Chicago and no sign of CM Punk, just saying.
So two questions here because I missed it. Aaron Paul was only there to promo Need for Speed. Did he do any moves in the ring? Okay. And two...
Wait, I didn't see it, but I read the spoilers and I don't think he did.
Okay, moves. I figured there would probably be a better graphic of him like flying off the top rope if that happened.
I'm sure there would have been. Yeah.
I'm glad he got popped though. The CM Punk.
Yeah.
So no, but did the crowd cheer or anything? Did they mute
that's
it
the
out?
Thing, like, how would we know? I know Raw is live, but there's that slight delay, and I've heard rumors that they make signs that say "Do not chant his name."
That's what I heard too.
So,
and we were at our event, and I don't remember if we heard it actually live, but they were chanting for him at the event we went to.
Yep, that's very true, and they didn't air it that way. Okay. So, yeah, that was cool because we got Need for Speed coming out, which Anne's going to go check out the premiere.
I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
If there's one thing I can say that I've heard about this movie from the people that did see it is that see it because there's no CGI.
Oh.
All of the stunts, everything, they went out there and they said, let's do it, stunt man, whatever. Took all the cars, beautiful cars out there and did all of those things with no CGI.
That's incentive right there.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a movie do that in a while, so yay, kudos. Okay, so now I want to talk about some noteworthy stuff real quick before we close. John Travolta cannot say Idina Menzel's name. He said Adele Dazeem. And now there's a Twitter for Adele Dazeem. And the most sad and endearing kind of, I say endearing because bless his heart. He was so serious the way he introduced her. He was like the wickedly talented, the beautiful Adele Dazeem.
It's like the best talent, whatever talented.
And Anne and I watching, everyone in the room, we were like, what? Who? And then it was her.
This is all over the internet. This is everywhere on the radio. People were talking about it. It's just
Adele Dazeem. So we also want to get Travoltified, and because of that, we did. Ann Campea's name is Ahmed Kambine, and mine is Casey Tufker. I sound like a porn star.
It does.
I know.
And mine sounds about right.
Adele Kazim, whatever. Okay, so we Travoltified ourselves. And finally, I just want to mention, I have a huge guilty pleasure. I hate saying the word guilty pleasure because if it's a pleasure, why should it be guilty? I love Dancing with the Stars. Granted, the past couple of seasons have kind of sucked. But this one, they released the cast this morning, and it consists of Candace Cameron Bure, from Full House, who played DJ Tanner, in case you guys don't know. Danica McKellar, who's also a geek from Wonder Years. A swimmer, Diana Nyad, who swam really long distance. And the Real Housewife of Atlanta star Nene Leakes, and I really like her. She's kind of cool. Cody Simpson is a pop star. Drew Carey from The Price is Right, and we all know Drew Carey. I think this is cheating. Both Meryl Davis and Charlie White, who won the gold a couple weeks ago for ice dancing at the Olympics. I mean, that's kind of BS, but...
Were they the duo?
Yes.
Oh, both of them are on? I thought it was just the guy.
No, they're both on.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. And then Paris snowboarder Amy Purdy, she has no legs. She's a double amputee, so that's going to be really, really cool to see her and how she does. Because, wow, that already just a fighter to just accept it. And she's right now at the Olympics in Sochi for the Paralympics. Former NHL player Sean Avery. Singer-actor Billy D. Williams, and finally, Big Time Rush band member James Maslow. I love Big Time Rush. They have like this soulful sound to them.
I love Billy D.
So, yeah.
This is like
Billy D.
Blast from the past with Winnie Cooper, DJ Tanner, and Lando all dancing with the stars.
So, I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to do. You know, they're only doing Monday nights.
They got that twist.
They got that twist, yes, where
Which
they
I heard about.
swap dancers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have the big, huge change with Brooke Burke-Charvet no longer being a co-host. Now it's Erin Andrews.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
It was a huge thing.
Okay.
Erin Andrews, we'll see how she does.
Yeah, that'll be hard. That'll be hard to follow up.
Yeah, because Brooke Burke did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
And she's hot. And Erin Andrews, her voice doesn't please me very much. I'm just going to say it. But we'll see.
And on that note.
That completes our episode of Speak Nerdy to Me. Let us know if there are any other things that you want to hear about, talk about, comment about, your thoughts, and all that good stuff. In the meantime, you can find Ann where at?
At Ann Campea.
And Campea, that's right. And you can find me, Kaorious, right here. And you can follow the dynamic duo in this entity at TMNT. And guys, we are going to be going on a scavenger hunt this Sunday at California Adventures Disneyland. So we are going to go and get the gold. And we will be tweeting along the way. So join us.
Are we tweeting? Oh, God.
We'll have someone tweet us.
I feel like I'm going to trip over something if I'm trying to tweet and look at stuff and run.
We will make it.
Pick me up from Disneyland if you don't hear from us in the next installment.
That's true. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on our next episode.
Thanks.
See you later. Bye.